Yo, what's going on? So, since Wizards is talking about looking over the ban list and banning things, I decided, you know what? Let's talk about 5 cards I would love to have come back to Commander from our ban list, dude. So, I've been thinking quite some time about this, and I didn't want to just rush out a video or nothing like that. That would just be like, okay, well, I'll just say all the broken things and or free all the cards that were just banned. No. I literally was like, let's go over the time that I've spent playing Magic, which I started playing right around Mirrored and Besieged. So Mirrored and Besieged about 2011 going on 2012, and I had some fun cards that were great, when Commander first started. So now some of those cards have been taken away just because power and stuff like that, but power creep has really happened, and you starting to see it. When I was coming up to be more invested into Magic, I heard about power creep. Every year you would hear about power creep. Okay, this isn't new, but now, like, you see it, and you see it faster than ever. Comment down below, what was your first time like really realizing power creep? I think my first time realizing power creep was when they started to make a lot more free spells. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, man. Like, counter spell is still like kind of, really, really strong, when I was playing more casual. And then rewind was like there, and then rewind was pretty good. Rewind and unwind is pretty good because rewind is actually a free spell. If it counters it, it just untaps the same amount of lands. And then more and more free things, then dock sides and all the other stuff started coming out. But besides the rambling, let's talk about the 5 cards I want unbanned off of this list. Okay, I promise it not to be super broken, but let's get an honorable mention out of the way. That's honorable mention. One of my favorite Magic cards. It had to be my second favorite Magic card. It's no longer in my favorites anymore because I can't play it anymore. So let's start with the honorable mention. So my baby girl, Prophet of Cruix, has been gone for quite some time. If you never played with Prophet of Cruix, imagine if you had an awakening, and you had an awakening on a creature. No, not even awakening. Just Seedborn Muse on a creature, and then it also was a Vidalcan Ori. All right, so Seedborn Muse is just 5 mana, and then Vidalcan Ori, which is 4 mana. So you get nine mana worth of stuff, 9 mana worth of ability, all for 5 mana. It was insane. It was insane. So you would have her in your deck. She gave everything flash. Imagine everything was a counter spells. Clones were counter spells because you could clone things at instant speed. You were able to play all your crappy cards. It's just like, oh, all your crappy cards would be good, because they had flash, you know. So it was great. Creatures, you know, were just coming into the battlefield left and right. You had so many things you could do with it. She was my secret commander, and I loved it, dude. This was back in the early days of Magic, back during Born of the Gods. Not the early days of Magic, but I mean, like, those days have gone by. But this was one of those sets. Not Born of the Gods, Theros. I get the mana symbol messed up all the time, but this card warped the game on, like, you had to fight everything, and not only that, it untapped your lands too. Like, oh my gosh, just for 5 mana, untap all creatures and lands you control during each other player's untap step. That's wild. That's wild. You may cast creature cards as though they had flash. Wild, man. It gave everything flash. It gave everything, all of your creatures flash. You could clone things instant speed. You could, you know, copy your opponent's commanders. Like, I had a copy deck. It was in a copy deck, and basically I would clone my things. I would clone my opponent's things. They try to remove this because back in the day, you didn't have so much spot remove like it is now. You were just running broken stuff yourself. So then you would copy, like they would copy, they would try to clone, they would try to kill her. So I would copy it. So like, all right, now I got two of them. It's not legendary. So I have two of them. That one dies. I still keep the effect. You know what I mean? It was great. Clones were just better. It was like, oh, it was like anything you could ever imagine with how broken a card is. And it was like, it was easy to get, relatively easy. It was only a rare, and the price wasn't skyrocketed or nothing like that. Like, but it did cause like a huge panic, dude. It was crazy. It was so strong. Imagine how good this card would be in today. Like you could actually like have a lot more broken strategies involving lands and stuff like that, just because you drop 5 mana, bam. But I think it's not that bad now. I think it's not that bad now. We could unban it, but I don't think this would be one of them, right? I don't think this would be one of the testers for them starting off unbanning things. So this is my honorable mention. Let me know what you think about it. All right, so for my second card, it has to be Coalition Victory. Okay, the reason why this card literally should be unbanned, in my opinion, is if you spend this much mana, like you hard cast this bad boy, because what is that? That's already Wooburg, and then 3. That's 8 mana. Go ahead, dude. We have a lot of 8 mana wind spells all the time. It's fine. All you have to do is counter it. It's sorcery speed. Of course, you could cast it instant speed. You could copy it or something like that. But look, all what you have to have. You win the game if you control a land of each basic land type and a creature of each color. Okay, go for it, dude. You got it. All this setup. We have multiple. That like, look, you gotta have. If we're talking about 3 card win combos are okay. If they're all right, those are going to be in the lower brackets for wizards, like 3-4 card win combos. Then have at it, bro. Coalition Victory is not that bad, and plus it's so clunky to play it. Like it's not a legendary creature. It's not like, so it's not sitting in your command zone. You'd have to go do all the work to set it up and then cast it, and then you can just counter that spell or something like that. And if you get it going on, kudos to you, buddy. I have no problems with this card. It costs so freaking much, and I don't think not many people are actually going to even play it. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I'm sure. I'm so sure about it. So Gifts Ungiven is, I guess, I don't even know if it's a touchy subject anymore. Gifts Ungiven is a 4-drop. Search your library for up to 4 cards with different names and reveal them. Target opponent chooses 2 of those cards. Put the chosen cards into your graveyard and the rest into your hand. Then shuffle your library. I know it's a tutor for 4, pretty much. Tutor for 4. They go to your graveyard, they go to your hand. Graveyards, nowadays, your graveyard is just another extension of your hand. Let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest, all right? There's so many times where tutoring to your graveyard doesn't matter at all. And I wanted to play with this card for so long. It's never been able to touch any of my decks, grace any of my decks. And now I'm a better player. I think CDH would love to abuse this card. Just 4 mana tutor for 4 cards. Whether you get 2 in your hand or 2 under the, like, it's, who cares? Like, it's gonna be great for a more competitive feel. I don't think too many people are gonna be abusing this one. They tried to make a green version of it that was just wasn't good. But this right here, man, Gifts Ungiven, I think we can give it a shot. I think we have a lot of broken cards, enough new counter spells and things like that to where this kind of balances out. So Gifts Ungiven, it's great. I think we can definitely give it a shot. I think so. And next, I want to say, how'd that get there? Free Golos. Free Golos. He was fun. He was cool. I didn't get to play with him. I got to fight against him. I loved fighting against Golos. I wanted to build a Golos, and my Golos deck was going to consist of werewolves. Literally werewolves. And thus, this guy goes against your Keswick Wolf run. He gives you all of the werewolf colors, so all 5 colors, so you can play cards from different colors that helps werewolves function. You know what I mean? So I was really down for it. A buddy of mine got into Magic and he found Golos and he was like, man, this card's awesome. It was so heart like heart crushingly painful that I had to literally let him know, dude, it's banned. And get that ad out of here. Get that ad out of here. Yeah, get it. Don't use these sketchy sites. Anyway, I was like, bro, it's banned. I'm sorry. And he's like, why? All it does is get you that. I was like, yeah, but he's really strong. The gameplay was really good. He was being used left and right. But I told him, I was like, listen, buddy, I don't care. Build a Golos deck with your werewolves so we can have fun. All right. There's no way we're like and then he was like, you know what, man, I'm just not gonna do it. I don't want that type of look, you know, because like even though we talk about Rule Zero, we don't talk about the other half of Rule Zero. When people give you the looks and stuff like that, if you like, hey, I have a Golos deck. It's not a powerful Golos deck. It's for my, I don't know, Jellyfish Tribal. And I you know, this is the commander that I feel would works for it. So I wanted Rule Zero as my commander. They're like, well, we don't like playing with Golos. Or they're like, okay, yeah, but they'll still give you that look like he's already Golos. Or if somebody walks by the table like, what are y'all playing? Golos. Like you know, he's like, oh, that card's banned or something. Like they always make the sly remarks. All right, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Okay, you're not in that pod. You don't know what they had, the discussions that they had beforehand. Anyway, Golos, I think there's a lot of broken cards now. Okay, if we can get rid of, we got rid of Dockside. Okay, we got rid of the boy. Golos is like a way step down from Dockside. Way better card, but Golos being in command zone, I know he's broken, but I think we have just as better cards now, better ways to fight it. So free Golos. In my number two spot, I want my Gristle Brand back. I want my Gristle Brand back, bro. I love this. Is my favorite demon. This is my favorite demon. I would love to have him back. I don't care if he's broken. I don't care. He costs 8 mana. 8 mana. I don't friggin' care. He's not gonna be my commander. I am putting him in every black deck I have, and every animator deck. Anyway, if it's 5 color, I'm putting Gristle Brand in there. I don't care. I love this demon. It's the only demon I really much care about, actually. I can't find any other demon that replaces this guy in my heart. And I would love to play with this boy and commander. Gristle Brand. Pay 7. You draw 7 cards. He hits for 7. He's flying lifelink. This is a beautiful creature. And I love this commander. I love this dude, man. When they banned him back in the day, I was like, dang it. Dang it. Why? And it was before I got to play with him. I never got to play with him. But afterwards, I got to use him. You know, I was using my play group just to see how, you know, why is he so strong? He's broken. He's broken as hell. Okay. He's so strong. But look, we got so many things now. So many crazy things. I know you can abuse it. He is going to be in CEDH, probably reanimated style CEDHs, or in casual, just pay 7, pay 7, pay 7, pay 7. Or in any control deck, you could pop him in Esper control, pay 7, pay 7, pay 7, counter it. Like, the dude does so much, but I want him back. I want him back. Okay. If you could name me one reason why we shouldn't have Gristle Brand, comment down below. Comment down below. I know this is like a 15-minute video, but oh boy, bring Gristle Brand back. What's gonna be my number 1 slot? Can you guys guess it? Comment down below if you can guess my number 1 slot. And I'll shout you out in the next video. Comment down below. Yo, yo, yo. It's prime time, baby. It's prime time. This is the commander. It's not even legendary. Who cares? Because it will be once I get a hold of it. This is the card. This is the card I've been wanting unbanned for so long. Oh, I even messed up my green screen. This is the card that I've been wanting unbanned for so long. I cannot believe how this whole time we've been getting broken and broken cards, and prime time hasn't come back to us. How is he still free, my boy, man? So you know how many people are still waiting, speculating, waiting to see if at any moment this guy comes back. I know people, when they reprinted him in Time Spiral Remastered, they kept copies. They went and scooped play sets of him, right? And they're like, we are trying to use this boy the moment he gets out. I know play groups that are still considering to rule 0 him off the ban list because he's cool. Of course, he gets you broken cards. Yeah, 2 lands. Yeah, it's a huge mistake. That's why players like playing with broken stuff. When you had him in standard, he was nutty. Nutty. Oh my gosh. So that's my number 1 pick, dude. That's my number 1 pick. Free prime time. If you were getting any broken cards, this is the ones that they should bring out. So thank you guys so much. Let me know what you guys think about my list. This is my complete list of the top 5 cards that they should release off the ban list. Comment down below what you think. Like, follow, all that good stuff to support the channel.